So you're based in Santa Barbara, but you've been here since March, and you're going to be here for another month and a half.
Right.
Are you, once you complete the project, are you returning to Santa Barbara, or do you have more projects that you're working on?
Well, immediately after this, there'll be a little bit of travel, and I do have a gallery in Santa Barbara, Caruso Woods,
Okay.
that is very interested in doing another show with me after I get done with all of this, and then I may be moving up the coast. I'm not quite sure yet, but I made a wish about a year and a half ago that if I could have the dream life, it would be traveling, art, and cycling. And if I could do all of those at the same time, all the time, I would be blissfully happy forever. And this is the beginning of this, and I hope that it leads to a lot more cycling, art, and traveling. Cause
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
No, that works. That's a good life.
Yeah. You mentioned that you have some artwork in San Diego. Where in San Diego are the murals, and can you tell people where they can see them, and where else besides San Diego they can see your artwork?
Let's see. The mural in Pacific Beach is at the corner of Cass and Garnett.
Okay.
And the one downtown, it's kind of tricky to see it. You actually have to be coming down one of the hills or up in one of the high rises, because it starts on the second floor and then it's 6 stories by 100 feet. And yeah, it was designed to have the skyscrapers around it as kind of the viewing area. So the ideal view of it is from one of those office buildings. But it's located right in the middle of downtown San Diego, bordered by B Street and C Street to the north and south, and 6th and 7th to the east and west.
Excellent. Excellent.
And then the one in Golden Hill is on the Golden Hill Rec Center.
Okay. All right.
And other than that, there's a restaurant in Carson, Nevada. There's private homes in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And then the gallery in Santa Barbara is to see the small work. And then I have my work on a website.
Okay. What's your website?
surfitofpassion.com.
Okay. So you've done some outside work in various parts of the West, and you're doing this for Carmichael Training Systems. Is your work anywhere else that people can see it?
Well, I another Twitter connection, which is really a lot of fun, was the Bike to Work book. Carlton Reed
Okay.
wrote the Bike to Work book with Tim Grawl, and I did some illustrations, what I call bike scribbles.
Oh.
Which there will be bike scribbles in the mural, and there are some bike scribbles in the Bike to Work book. And then we're also putting the bike scribbles on t-shirts and so on and so forth, and those will be available very soon as well.
Excellent.
So expanding the
Excellent.
avenues.
Why do you feel the urge to paint? Why painting?
That is one of the inexplicable mysteries. That's the artist's reason for living. You can't not paint.
Okay.
I've tried to not paint, and painting will sneak up behind me and tap me on the shoulder and say, "You need to paint now."
Okay.
It's not something. The elastic will stretch only so far.
Okay.
You have to come back, and actually that's one of the best things is when I put my art away for a while, and then I can't wait to get back to it. When I come back to it, I remember, oh yeah, it's because you need to do this, and it becomes it's the way you express yourself. It's the way you deal with what's happening, processing what's happening to you in the world, what's happening in your personal life. It all ends up on a canvas somehow, in the same way that, you know, musicians do the same thing.
Right.
They play about what's going on, and that's just part of breathing in and out.
Great, Kathleen. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with me and talk about the painting and writing. It was great.
Thank you. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed
Awesome.
it. Women's Cycling Magazine is awesome.
Why do you ride?
It's the
Why not?
closest thing to flying that I know of.